Kind of. Gotta fix it. Bam! Fixed. The Killer Sal Von Doom IQ. Clever. Okay, well then. We're going to, start the Yawhg. Anyway, if you are participating, holla out, yo! Because I want to make sure there's at least a couple people on every team. What controller are you using? I'm just using it's actually an Xbox controller. Xbox 360, I think. But it's small, see? It's I like it because I think the regular Xbox controllers are really bulky. But, yeah. F Von Doom holler. I'm not Von Doom, though. Wait, did I keep it Von Doom live? Yeah, I did. I need to make it TheKillerNacho live. Because I'm not Von Doom. I'm TheKillerNacho. That would be crazy-ass sex. Omega Blaziken. That's all I can say about that. I think there's like one member of Team Yellow, but we'll have to deal with that. Let's go ahead and continue, or start, the Yawhg. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it, not one of us. We just keep on living our lives, week by week, unaware. Well, okay then. For those who have not joined us on the Yawhg before, which I'm would be highly shocked if anyone fits that description, but the Yawhg is a game where we have 6 weeks to get ready for a terrible, horrible catastrophe that is about to happen, called the Yawhg. I don't know what we're doing after this, Gavin. I said I probably would play some Showdown. Well, I don't know. I don't actually know if I want to play Showdown. I don't know. Regardless, as I was saying, in the Yawhg, yeah, I think that would be quite impossible. I don't know how I would even handle that. Unaware like a Clefable, I guess. But every turn you have to go to one of these places, so you discuss with your team. I'll usually try to make sure everyone in the team gets a say, usually. But, yeah, I see Crazy Bean wants to go to the tavern and bartend, while Lele wants to go to the slum and pickpocket. Well, tavern said Fulham, so there was 2 votes for the tavern. So, yeah, I will go with, Crazy Bean, but everyone else gets to decide on the random event here. So, you spend the week serving drinks in the tavern, Team Blue. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everyone seems to be joining in on the violence. Should you, join in on the fray, Team Blue, or do you want to break up the fight? Also, keep in mind, there is about a 20-second stream delay. So, yeah. Make sure, make sure that you talk with your team beforehand and try to plan out your moves, because that would probably be best. Join in the fray, says Lexite. Okay. You jump into the thick of the fight and let loose on some pent-up rage and some unexpected patrons. Also, it seems we have a lot of people on Team Blue. If one of you guys want to, or a couple of you maybe want to switch to Team Yellow, that would probably be best. Anyway, you jump into the thick of the fight and let some pent-up rage on some unexpected patrons. You gain 1 physique from all that exertion. Well done, Team Blue. Anyways, now Team Green's turn. I see Team Weed. Shall we break the record for the highest strength stats again? Fight in the arena, or it looks like... I think Lexite, are you blue or green? I'm going to treat you as blue, because I think that looks more like a bluish teal, while Omega Blaziken is a greenish teal. But whatever. I guess the only thing I see from Team Green is to fight in the arena, so I will go with that. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena, Team Green. You get 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering in the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens, which you want to know how they're doing, without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey, Kelly, sorry to interrupt. We got to leave right away if you want to make your mothers in time. Well, it looks like they're together now. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off, holding hands. How do you feel, Team Green? Do you feel happy for Kelly or extreme jealousy? What do you think, Team Green? Let's wait for Green to decide, House. Well, Green kind of decided, so... Red for the steal, says Limitless? Is that what the rest of Team Green agrees on? I'll be yellow now? Okay, Lexite, sounds good. Now we have 2 people on yellow. Anyway, Kelly the whore. Anyways, red to steal. Got it. But, extreme jealousy? Okay. You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week. You lose 1 charm. While you're no fun to be around, you channel your rage into working out. You gain 2 physique. Well, there you go. Team Green is already off to a good start when it comes to physique. Regardless, I'm just gonna lurk. I don't, like the Yawhg. That's okay, Steve. Anyway, we're going to... It looks like Team Red wants to steal in the slums. As they wish, you spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, a man walks up to you. "Excuse me, miss, feeling a little lonely tonight?" he asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night." What about it, Team Red? You'd only have 1 wealth. And he costs 2. Do you want to say yes anyway, or say no thanks? Or try, maybe you can negotiate down the price to 1 wealth. Or maybe you just have to say no thanks. Palace works as T did dat. Is Lexite okay with that? Sure, you got it. You don't have enough money to pay him. He shrugs and walks off. Oh well. Okay, well, I guess Lexite can determine the random event here. Yellow, you spend the week doing paperwork in the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day you hear somebody shouting something in the hallway. "There's a bomb in the palace," they scream. There is a mass panic as people desperately try to escape the palace's walls. Alright, Lexite, this is your chance to shine. Do you want to try to locate and disarm the bomb, or run the F away? Lexite, it's all up to you. The fate of the palace could be in your hands. Spoiler alert, it's probably going to blow up no matter what you do, because you don't have the magic. Hopefully, you made your decision before this got there. Disarm? Okay. You run deeper into the castle, trying to figure out where the explosives are hidden. You manage to find the wine cellar, disguised as barrels of wine. The bomb appears to be a detonator that's controlled by powerful magic. You realize immediately you won't be able to figure it out, and get out of the building as quick as you can. You're almost out when the bomb goes off. The huge explosion that knocks you through a wall. You lose 1 physique. Oops. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. That was so very long ago. It might be the shortest time it took for a location to explode. As you can see, the palace is destroyed and we can no longer go there. Well then. Well, bet in the arena, says Fulham. Alright, we didn't go with Fulham last time for Team Blue, so sure. They spend the week placing bets on their favorite fighters. They gain 4 wealth. That's a lot. Why did you blow up my wife? It wasn't my fault. She blew herself up, man. One day, while wandering in the halls, one of your arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, miss, I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or 2? She apparently did want to get blown up. She ran right towards the bomb. I can only help her so much. Anyway, do you want to accept his challenge or refer him to the burly guy next to you, Team Blue? Bluatron. Welcome back, Gavin. Now it seems like there's not a whole lot of people in blue. I don't get it. Before there was like 6 people in blue. I don't know. That thing, that go the king wanting to effing advice. Yep, no more advice. Refer? Alright, Crazy Bean. Thanks, he says. Later on, you see 2 of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not to be punched in the face. You feel good about your decision. You gain 1 mind. Well, there you go. It's now Team Green's turn. Looks like they kind of want to fight in the slums. Sounds like a thing to do. Fight some criminals. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Uh-oh. One night you hear a woman whisper from nearby. "Hey, you," she calls out. "Looking to make a bit of coin? Do you want to say I'm always up for more coin or no thanks?" Spoiler alert, if you say I'm always up for more coin, you're going to waste all that physique because, well, yeah, vampires lose physique in this game. Although, I don't know if you have the magic or mind or charm. I don't know what check it is, but don't know if you have enough to resist this vampire. There goes the vamp status. I don't think Green ever actually was the vampire, ever. No! Well, what do you want to do, Omega? No thanks? I guess that means no thanks. Despite your intention to say no, you find yourself giving in to her will completely. She signals you to come into the hallway with her. "Come closer," she says. "No one can hear what I'm about to tell you." You lean in close, eager to learn how you'll be earning this coin. She presses herself right up against you, moving her lips towards your ear. Suddenly, she bites your neck viciously. Blood pours from the wound, and she clings to you tightly, lapping it all up. You black out. When you come to, you see her standing over you. "Thanks," she says, tossing you a bit of coin. You gain 1 wealth. She melts into the shadows. When you feel your neck, you notice the wound is healed completely. Your body feels ice cold. You gain 3 charm, but you lose 3 physique. So much for breaking the record this time, Team Green. Go to chop wood out of sadness. Sure thing, Limitless. That is what Team Red will do. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. Will you rob them or help them out, Team Red? I mean, usually you guys are thieves anyway, so robbing them is probably more in character, but you can also try to help them. Really up to you, Team Green, or sorry, Team Red. What will you do to this poor, unsuspecting group of people that are trying to figure out how to get home? In the woods. Kind of a bad place to be. The woods is pretty dangerous. Rob them? You got it! You jump from behind a tree, brandishing your weapon, demanding they hand over the goods. One of them refuses and charges you with her pitchfork. You try to outmaneuver her, but she's way too fast. She sweeps her pitchfork under your legs and knocks you to the ground. The rest of the creeple swarm you and tie you up. They then take the coin purse you leave. They then take your coin purse and leave you out in the woods. You lose 2 wealth. Looks like you're the one that got robbed, Team Red. After hours of struggling, you manage to free yourself. Well, Team Red, you guys are terrible, horrible thieves. Well then, it is now Team Yellow's turn. And they look like they might want to go to the Alchemy Tower. Is Lexite okay with that? Technically, I did take T-Dat's suggestion last time, so Lexite, if you want to go somewhere else, just holla out, yo. Just say something. Anything. Anything, really. And Team Red got beaten up. Sure, alright. Brewing the potions it is. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, you hear cries from help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see the alchemists have accidentally created an ooze monster. How will you dispatch of the ooze? Should you try to punch it into submission, Team Yellow, or blast the ooze with magic? I guess Lexite can do this random event thing again, since T-Dat seems to be determining the destinations. There needs to be a team effort there in Team Yellow. Arena fight, says Blue. Well, that's something they could do. The rest of Blue can kind of comment on whether that's the thing they want to do. Blast it with magic? You polarize the ooze into a puddle with an array of magical spells. The alchemists all cheer. You gain 1 charm. Nice job. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. This gives us incentive to commit more crimes. I guess so. Anyway, it looks like no one on Team Blue decided to say anything about the arena fight, so I guess that's what they'll do. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher-ranked fighters ingesting illegal strength potions. Please, miss, don't report me, she cries. I'll even share some of my potion with you to keep you quiet, she adds. Do you want to take her up on her offer, Team Blue, or report her to the authorities? Illegal strength potions should be no joke. That is cheating. Ruining the odds in the arena. Get Shrek'd in the tavern, says Team Green. Oh man. Looks like they're really depressed now. Report her. Alright, Crazy Bean. You report the fighter to the arena officials. They thank you for bringing to their attention and hand you a small sack of coins. You gain 2 wealth. The fighter is investigated and receives a lifetime ban from the arena. Nice job, Team Blue. You stopped the cheatery. And it looks like Team Green wants to go to the tavern and get Shrek'd. I guess that means drink. You spend the entire week getting wasted, Team Green. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. And Corinthios is playing unturned. Good to know. Over the course of the week, you've noticed your skin become paler, and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs in your every word. You gain 3 charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. You'll lose 3 physique. One day you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair. Her neck is fully exposed. You can even see a vein or 2. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There are dozens of people around, and they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in bedsheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and your teeth have dulled. And you've also destroyed the tavern. Nice job, Team Green. You have nowhere to drink now, and your muscles are back to ordinary strength. Team Red, Limitless, confirmed for sad. Looks like they want to go hunting now? Okay. Hunting it is. Spend the whole week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, on your forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. At first, you jump backwards in shock, but then you start to hear them conversing with one another. They call you over. "Excuse me, miss," one of them says in a high-pitched voice. "Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect a new leader, but seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Speedpaw the Vengeful and Blightooth the Wise," says the rat. Dear God, search my voice. Speedpaw steps forward. "If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take the enemy, to fight to our enemy." Proclaims Speedpaw. Blightooth steps up. "If you vote for me, good miss, I will lead the rats to an age of enlightenment." She is, Blightooth. Which rat do you choose, Team Red? Do you want to choose Speedpaw the Vengeful, or go with, Blightooth the Wise? Also, it looks like, Team Yellow wants to go fight crime. Is Lexite good with that, or... well, if you're not, just let us know. If we can't be the muscle man, no one can get Shrek'd. I guess not. Speedpaw because communism. Okay. Half of the rats roar with a tiny applause. Blightooth bows his head and walks back to the mass of rats. Speedpaw climbs on your shoulder and whispers fighting tips in your ear as thanks. You gain 1 finesse and 1 physique. Man, if only you had those fighting skills back then, you wouldn't have got beaten up by those group of random people. Alright, well, fighting crime is the thing in the slums. You spend the entire week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One day, a swarm of rats flood the streets. People flee in mad panic. What do you want to do? Do you want to run like mad, Team Yellow, or blast them with magic? Dear God, Speedpaw has led the rats into an uproar, and they're conquering the slums. You can run like mad, or try to blast them with your 7 magic, Team Yellow. That is something only you can decide. Speedpaw was very popular in the voting, it looks, in Team Red, but now Team Yellow might pay the price for Team Red's decision. Blast them with magic, says T-Tit-Tat. Alright. You wave your hands, and you produce a puff of smoke. That wasn't the spell you meant to cast. Oops. The crowd can't see you through the cloud, and you end up trampling you horribly. You lose 1 physique. The rats find you and bite you viciously. You lose 1 physique. Somehow you survive all of this. There's now rats all over the slums. Well, the rats have conquered the slums. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming. The sound of all we know being pulled in half. And Team Blue once again wants to go to the arena and bet. They spend the entire week, in fact, placing bets on their favorite fighters. They gain 4 wealth. During the match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. Do you want to try to offer to settle, Team Blue? Or defend yourself in court like Phoenix Wright? You do have 11 wealth, so maybe you could settle for a decent price. You know, pay him off maybe 3, and he won't take everything you own, that kind of thing. If you defend yourself and lose, then you might lose more money. So it's up to you, though. Are you streaming today? Well, let's talk about this. Defend yourself, says Crazy Bean. Alright. You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge. He rules in the plaintiff's favor and orders you to surrender 2 wealth. Ah, it wasn't so bad, I guess. At least you only lost 2 wealth out of it. Anyway, it is now Team Green's turn. Defend We Rich to hire a lawyer. Well, apparently you tried to defend yourself. Well, Team Green, you have not decided what you want to do, and it is your turn. So Omega Blaziken, or anyone else, meditate in the gardens. Alright. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. You've noticed over the course of the week that a number of people drinking alcohol in the park has increased dramatically. Wonder if that has to do with the fighting. I don't know why I would bother to ask, but do you want to join in on the drinking, Team Green? I mean, you're the one that kind of destroyed the tavern, and you were so depressed you wanted to drink. So, why not in the garden as well? Do you want to drink in the garden as well, Omega Blaziken? Tower and Brew, says Limitless. What's your choice? Oh, that's right, Gavin usually doesn't really pick things, House. I don't know why. Tend to patients in the hospital. Okay, well, Gavin can choose that for sure. Join in. You drink ludicrous amounts. When you come to, you find yourself in a tree, in only your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one around. What happened? I don't know, Team Green. Released a demon baby. Alright. Tending to the patients, you spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano noises will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that the voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Do you want to try to decipher what he's saying, or sing with him, Team Red? What will you do to stop this piano man? With your 8 physique, 10 finesse, 7 mind, 5 charm, 5 magic, and 2 wealth. Not some bad stats. Charm is kind of average. Mind is pretty decent. What will you do, Team Red? Sing with him? Alright. You start trying to sing along with his voice. You try to sing along, but you just can't get the right notes. The sound gets progressively sadder and sadder. He starts driving you slightly mad. You lose 1 mind. Well then. Team Red can't try to do anything right, it looks like. Well, alchemy brew? Sure, you got it. You're brewing the potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear the voice of the alchemist shout, Eureka! Go to the tavern, that's all I ask. I see if this tavern is destroyed. Sorry to say. When you look over, you see what you look over to see what he's done. You spot a small, previously dead dustbuster, aka ferret, come to life. I figured out the antidote to death, the alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Well, do you want to destroy the abomination or praise the alchemist's accomplishments? Which one do you think is the proper reaction to an undead ferret, Team Yellow? I think praising it would probably be awesome. A ghost-type ferret. Dear God, it would have so little weaknesses. I think just dark-type. Unless I'm forgetting about something obvious. Song drove us insane in 1 week. I guess so. Praise Zombie Dustbuster? You got it. That's amazing, you say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's appearance. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings, though, so you gained 1 charm. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Looks like Sif has given up. Okay then. Well, where did Team Blue actually want to go? You can't go to the tavern, you can't go to the palace. Those places blew up, kind of. Forest to drink instead. I think you drink in the... Well, I thought it was the gardens, but maybe not. Already gone to the tavern. Well, forest is the only thing I actually see, so... What do you want to do in the forest, Team Blue? Do you want to chop wood or hunt? Chop wood or hunt in the forest. Sorry, I already clicked on the forest, Fulham. It should be faster. Although if you say hunt or chop wood, you can do one of those things. So fast, going back and forth. Team Blue, this stream delay sometimes, man. Gets on my nerves as well. Hunt, says Crazy Bean. You got it. You spend the whole week hunting defenseless critters. You get 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with magical energy. What do you want to do? Touch the magical stone or leave it alone, Team Blue? What could possibly go wrong? Touching the evil stone. Or magic stone. Or whatever the heck it is. Tend to the patient, says, Green. Well, I guess Green go tend the patients. Hunt wood. Clearly, Fulham. Actually, you're talking about the stone. Crazy Bean wants to touch it, and so does Fulham. You lay your hand onto the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. You gain 1 magic. Nice job, Team Blue. Touch the butt. Oh. Well, Team Green is tending to patients. They spend the entire week diagnosing and tending to the sick. They gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient comes into the hospital with sores that no one's ever seen before. You're already a vampire. You might catch magic herpes as well. While walking by his bedside, he looks in rudely, asks for a glass of water. Do you want to get him some glass of water, Team Green, or do you want to ignore him? What will you do, Team Green? Fight crime out of sadness. They like touching, I see. Well, Team Red, you're on deck. Possibly go wrong. Indeed. Well, Team Green, are you going to get magic herpes, as well as vampirism. Or vampirism, I think. Ignore him? Okay. Despite your intention to ignore him, though, you find yourself completely unable to resist obeying this man's command. Your terrible magic skill got you screwed here. You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, and then proceeds to spit at you. You try to dodge the water, but something inside your mind paralyzes you from doing so. That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy and start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. Well then. Team Red, they said they wanted to fight crime, I guess. Okay. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. They gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. That night, they hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on Growleiths, violently ripping each other apart. One of the men spot you and asks, "Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game?" How about it, Team Red? Do you want to bet on the Growleith fight? Or try to stop the Growleith fights? You could try to be even more of a hero by stopping it, Team Red, although pretty much everything you've done so far has ended in failure. Kind of like Team Green, actually. Team Green has tried to resist nasty things happening to him twice, and has been unable to say no. Meanwhile, Team Red always ends up making things worse as well. Bet says house. Okay. Bet, you got it. You put down a bit of coin on the Growleith bloody brawls. You lose 1 wealth. After a night of betting on Growleiths, making bloody messes of each other, you manage to earn 0 wealth. So you just lost another wealth, Team Red. Once again. F vampirism, I guess. Well, it's Team Yellow's turn, fighting the arena with 3 physique. Okay. You spend the entire week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Will you pick it up, Team Yellow, or will you leave it? Also, is Team Yellow holding the dagger by the blade? Team Yellow, you're pretty dumb, I must say. Look, he's not even holding it by the handle. He's gonna cut himself at that rate. Oh well. I guess that works. You're completely fucked up. Yes, you are, Team Green. Anyway, do you want to pick up this magic dagger? Okay. As you pick it up, you hear a voice from behind me. You're not worthy. The dagger begins to dissolve in black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone, but you feel like you've learned something, having witnessed such an impressive magic. You gain 1 magic and 1 mind. Regardless, the Yawhg is almost here. Almost. Almost. This is the last week. The last chance. How will you spend your last hours alive, your last days? Well, it looks like you're going to go to the slums. And pickpocket, Team Blue. What a crummy way to spend your last hours, but okay. They spend the week performing petty theft. They gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One day, a woman with beautiful but tattered dress comes up to you with her hands outstretched. She looks extremely familiar, but you can't quite figure out who she reminds you of. Do you want to just give her some money, make her go away, or ignore her? You have no idea who this woman is, but she appears to know who you are, Team Blue. Do you want to give her the wealth that you just earned pickpocketing people, or completely ignore her and walk away? What do you think, Team Blue? Only good chat is charm. Yeah, it kind of is. No, give, ignore. Oh man, 1 vote for ignore and 1 for give. Is anyone going to break the tie? Lele 1991. Do you have any opinion on the matter? Lele, you are here and you are in Team Blue. Give? Alright, looks like give. Got the, Oh, great, and Asif said ignore. Well then, do I have a coin nearby? Just flip it. Here. I have this thing. This side is give, and this side is ignore. Ignore it is! So she walks away, clutching her at her stomach. The next night you notice her, and she looks very weak. You feel terrible. You lose 1 mind. Well then, didn't turn out that great for you after all, Team Blue. Team Green, want to go to the gardens and smoke weed by meditating. Okay. They spend the week in deep meditation. They gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the sores begin to glow vibrant blue. You feel your magic power grow even stronger, while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. Or no time at all. The sores are glowing so bright, there goes your mind, by the way, Green, that they hurt to look at. Someone rushed up to you asking if you're okay. With a glance, you set him aflame. You then let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. You black out. When you come to, you're at home in your bed. The sores have faded, and you feel like the disease symptoms have passed. Well then, Team Red, it's all up to you, and Team Yellow, you're on deck. I haven't seen Team Red talk for a while. But, yeah. Well, go to the arena and kill people out of sadness. You got it, Team Red. You spend the week, fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. Nothing out of the ordinary happens to you all week. Oh, well, that was kind of boring, Team Red. Hey, Tana Striker, welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up the Yawhg, and we're gonna play something else afterwards. That's 3 arenas destroyed. Actually, no, the arena hasn't been destroyed. The gardens were destroyed, not the arena. Oh, 3 areas destroyed. Sorry, I misread you, but Blaziken. Alchemy and brew, again. You got it. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You get 2 magic and 1 mind. One day an artificer stops for a visit. She's adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of the way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact she didn't choose you was very humbling. You gained 1 charm. Well, there you go, and now you're about to die. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through the grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us, but then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Well, this is the part of the game that you choose. As you can see, the town is destroyed and we have to rebuild. This is the part of the game that you guys get to choose your new jobs to help the town. So, yeah, you discuss it with your team and say in the chat what you guys want to do. So I'm going to go over the team stats real fast. Team Blue, you have 8 physique, 10 finesse, 5 mind, 7 charm, 6 magic, and 11 wealth. Green, you have 5 physique, 7 finesse, 6 mind, 12 charm, 13 magic, and 2 wealth. Red, you have 11 physique, 12 finesse, 7 mind, 5 charm, 5 magic, and 1 wealth. And last but not least, Yellow, you have 5 physique, 7 finesse, 11 mind, 8 charm, and 12 magic. And Team Blue, looks like they want to be the smelter. You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. The former riches provide a wealth of metal for the survivors to rebuild with. This helps survival effort immensely. You lose a lot of money in the process, though. You lose 3 wealth. You lose another 3 wealth. You still have 5, though. Team Green wants to be a looter. Okay, Team Green. You break into abandoned buildings and hoard everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth. You gain another 3 wealth. You found Team Blue's wealth, Green. Okay. Can you say that she's a dick? No, I don't even know her. Sorry, Tana Striker. It starts with the survival effort, though. Team Red, what do you guys want to do? Tailor out of sadness. Tailor, communist clothes are of sadness go. Gavin says leader. House, it looks like you have the deciding vote. And House is going to vote leader. So, Limitless, you've been outvoted, sir. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You try to get people to listen to you, but no one does so. The demoralization of having a horrible leader has hindered the rebuilding effort. Dear God, Red, you have made the worst leader in the history of the Yawhg. You have, in fact, hurt the survival effort by becoming the leader. And Team Yellow probably would have made a better leader, but Team Red sniped it. So, Yellow, how will you respond? Yellow, you get last vote, unfortunately, so you cannot be the leader. You can, however, be the builder, the conjurer, the doctor, the tailor, or the town drunk. And this is probably going to get the worst ending. I agree, Lele. We're doomed. Bye-bye, good ending. I mean... F you, Red. Well... It looks like T-Dat is... Well, gonna leave it to the leader, Team Red, to decide their fate. Team Red, what do you want Yellow to do? Since you're the leader, after all. And T-Dat looks like he wants to give up his decision. Because he's not the leader, after all. He lost the election to Team Red. And Team Red ended up being the most horrible leader in the history of everything. I'm not terrible, says Gavin. I guess. Even the looters are envious of the amount you suck guys have. I guess. And no one is going to determine what Team Yellow does. No one wants to determine Team Yellow's fate. Well, dear God. Guys, it's fine. Don't worry. It's just a game. No one has to feel bad. We still need to figure out what Yellow's does with his time. Post-Yawhg. Red or Yellow? Someone. Town drunk. Fine. Red and Yellow really took too long, so... Town drunk. There you go. You scavenge together as much alcohol as you can and drink excessively. You gain 2 physique and 1 charm. Well, there you go. And so we set about our task, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might have never expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our home to rights, but our effort was futile. Doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. And perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. Well, that is a rather sad-looking town. Now let's find out how the individual endings went. In the town ruins, you do your best to survive and hide from the rampant crime, Team Blue. The person who actually tried to help this job by smelting. One day, a band of muggers gets the jump on you. Your coin purse is pulled from your grasp, and your gut is stabbed multiple times. You die crumpled on the side of the road in a thick pool of blood. Rest in peace, Team Blue. You were robbed for the rest of your wealth. You escaped the ruined town with the giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets, Team Green. You moved to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the city has their own horrible evil, the Yawhg. The Yawhg sweeps through the city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, which results you bleeding out in a pile of rubble. Man, 2 teams have now been stabbed to death. Okay, then. With crime rampant in the ruins of your former village, you decide to take action, Team Red. Over the next few years, you build an underground fortress filled with magical gadgets to aid in your quest. Criminals learn to fear your name as you end them one by one. Well, Team Red, you ended up being a good leader for someone else. You built a freaking underground civilization built on magic fortresses. Team Red had a good ending, even though he pretty much single-handedly ruined the odds of everyone else. Team Blue gets stabbed, Team Green gets stabbed, and Team Red builds an epic civilization. Anyway, the Yawhg traumatized you deeply, Team Yellow. Despite everything being okay now, I don't really know it's okay, everything's destroyed. Something in you snapped. Maybe it's the fact that everything's not okay. Maybe it was witnessing a baby floating face down in the water. Maybe it's when you found a man skewered on a fence, still squirming slightly, his eyes an empty void. Perhaps when you saw a group of kids that were trapped in a school and had resorted to eating their rotting teacher's corpse. Whatever it was, you can't help but drink. You drink so much you're not entirely sure what is real and what's an illusion. One day you look in a mirror and your eyes are empty. Hollow. Well, at least Team Yellow didn't die. Well, that has been the Yawhg. Team Blue and Green got stabbed to death, Yellow went crazy, and Red apparently is now the leader of a super awesome fortress. Like a true communist, I come back when things look advantageous. Oh man. That has been the Yawhg, everyone. And yeah, we can go on to play perhaps a new game. And maybe Team Red will ruin it again. Who knows? But Team Red had a badass ending that time. Don't know how. But he did. He didn't stay in the slums enough. Apparently not.